and welcome to another edition of Take 10. Take 10 is a service departments, corporate housing and global mobility podcast where we seek to offer insights based on informal chat and icebreaker questions to get to know the guests a little better, and followed by a summary of the guest's business so that you can examine potential collaboration. So, without further ado, let's meet today's guest.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, Ashley. Hi. The daftest thing was just happening to me. I was watching that video and I was trying to adjust the height of my chair, thinking that it would adjust it, and then I realised that I wasn't moving. So anyway, welcome, Ashley. If you'd like to introduce yourself, please.
Well, Richard, first of all, thank you for having me on Take 10. It's been quite a while we wanted to do this, but as you know how the time goes in the industry. Hello, everyone. My name is Ajgaybee. Currently serve as the head of sales at Elina PMS, with a background of hospitality industry, having started my career back in 1998, I believe, as a reception in a hotel, and welcoming Booking.com as the first platform to offer a CRS to hotel. I think at that time, formerly they were known as Active Hotel. So yeah, it's been quite a while. It's been quite a journey until today, until I'm at Elina PMS.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So the Booking.com used to be called Active, did it?
It used to be called Active Hotel, and tell you what, it's amazing how much the landscape of e-commerce for hotel has changed since then. At that time, I remember we were working with the like of you must know Jack Travel, Gulliver's, HIS, but the daunting task is they were on allocation, so which mean you have X amount of rooms that you have provided to them, and it's all on phone calls, not much of an email stuff. So yeah, but one good thing at that time is direct booking was at its peak. So you would have a lot of
Yes, that's
direct
true.
booking. Absolutely, absolutely. But then you see how Booking.com changed the whole landscape of how people book hotels. Um,
Exactly.
you have
I
many
mean, we have.
platforms. Yeah, you have many platforms that has follow suite after that.
I mean, I know we've had chats about the industry in the past, and you do remind me then of those days, like in the 80s, let's say, with allocations, just books of allocate with allocations. So yeah, interesting. Gosh, yeah. Oh, okay, right. Anyway, so and then of course world changed. Internet came along, and OTAs and PMSs. So we'll look forward to listening more about Elina
It really
PMS
kicked off.
later.
It didn't really kick off around 2008, I would say, because I took a break and came back to the hotel industry, and I was tasked at debranding and rebranding an independent hotel in central London, and this is where I learned a lot about the market, and this is where a hotel could have a website, a booking engine, channel manager came on the market, revenue management tool came on the market. So yeah, um, it's been quite, I would say, fast paced.
Yeah, absolutely. Too fast for me. I tell you, look at me. I'm only 21. So yeah, right. We're ready to break some ice with these questions, Ali, actually.
Right, throw them in.
Right. So we'll kick off with, well, kick off is a very appropriate word, actually. And I thought that I would give you a start by that feel good factor, because you're going to remind me of a certain event, I'm sure. Do you prefer music concerts or sporting events? Like
Good,
football matches.
good question. Good question. Well, you know I'm a football guy, so yeah, a
Yes,
good
I
game.
know.
Yeah,
Unforgivable by the allegiance. Yeah.
yeah, it is. It is.
Just to explain to viewers, Ashley's a Liverpool fan. I'm a City fan. I'm gutted. He's absolutely in. He's
Well,
very
all is
happy.
good. All is good as long as you're not a Man U fan. So yeah,
Well,
you'll spare something from me.
yeah, yeah, but no. So music concert, but the football aside, do you prefer music concerts or sporting events? Would you say?
I'll say sporting events. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
music
Okay.
concerts tend
And
to be a little
any
harder for
reason for that? Do you not really like music or?
No, I do like music. It's just I don't have the patience to be in the crowd, to be pushing around and stuff like that.
Interesting, interesting. In which case, because one of my questions was being alone or in a crowd. Now, I know it's a bit of a. Some of these are a bit kind of. How do I
I
answer
enjoy
that
both.
question?
I enjoy both. You should know that I enjoy both. So I like my
Yeah,
own space, but I very much love a good crowd as well.
you can probably cope with the crowds. What if you've been able to get your head together in your own space? Do you think?
Yes, I would say. I mean, I'm a very engaging person, so I engage with when I'm in a crowd, I engage with everyone. So it's something
Mm,
that is my strong point, I
mm,
would say.
mm.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to. Certainly, I'm speaking personally. Sometimes I have to kind of like just then sit back
Well,
and have that time
you
to
can't really.
myself.
I
To be
mean,
honest.
I with my personality, I would say you cannot really avoid not talking to the crowd when I'm in the crowd. If I want personal space, then I'm not in the crowd.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly. No, that's right. Yeah. um, Here's something: casual or formal? Talking dress wear now. Casual or formal? You're looking a bit casual today, actually. Actually, I've never seen you looking so casual.
Well, it's Friday. It's Friday. Well, I do both. To be honest with you, I dress the
Yeah,
occasion.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
I think I've changed my way of dressing to fit the current industry that I'm in because I'm attending a lot of events.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Previously, I would attend a lot of face-to-face meeting. So
Mm.
regardless of where I was in the UK or in Morocco, I was a very much the British guy. You remember when I used to first come to Sabah, well suited and everything. So that's me, really.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have to explain to the viewers this one, which I wasn't that happy about, I have to say. But when that photograph at New Street Station in front of Ozzy the Bull, and
Yeah.
the lady that actually asked to take the photograph, finished it with looking sharp, pointing at Ashley, and I thought, great. So say something about me,
Well,
please.
kind of, trust me, it's embarrassing for me myself. It is.
Yeah, but it's a good embarrassment. I always get the bad embarrassments.
Is it? Is it?
So yeah, I'll change the subject here quickly. So at home, you're cooking. Do you clean up as you cook, or do you clean up at the end of
I
it all?
clean as I cook. I hate the
Yeah,
idea of having to do the dishes after that you have enjoyed a good meal, and it's
no,
easy.
that sounds
You get yourself organized for it. You know,
honestly, that's the
you
way
can
I
be
think
sitting
see
there
it as well.
staring and staring. You have plenty of time to clean.
Yeah,
And this
yeah,
is this is this is
no,
what
exactly.
often often we think we have already created an image of it's going to take X amount of time when it only
Mm.
takes a couple of seconds to do so.
100%. I mean, I've said this once before. I think I used to work in one of those kind of McDonald's. It wasn't McDonald's. It was a thing called Sam's Quick in Cologne, but it was a burger place, and they just taught you to keep clearing up as you go along. Um, but the regime in this household seems to be one person cooks and the other person clears up, but it looks like the Blitz after one person has cooked, and so I have to clear up all the mess after one person. So yeah.
No. When I cook, I need the kitchen for myself. So I don't need no
Yeah.
assistance. I don't need no one. It's my own world.
You were trained in F&B? You're not a chef or anything, are you? Some
No, I'm
people
not.
in
I,
hotels.
I,
Yeah,
I, I I like the idea. I believe I cook well, but I don't know
yeah.
to be honest with you. You know,
I'm sure
I
you
do
do,
cook
and I
I'm
can
not a
imagine you do.
great chef, but
Yeah,
I do take my time when I do my stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that, like, having spoken you speak several languages and what have you, and there's got to be some influences there for also if you've lived in those places, then all of that
Well, I won't
influencing it.
risk myself. I cook a lot of things, but I won't risk myself cooking Italian and give it to an Italian. I'll get all the kind of swearing words, to be honest with you. So I leave it to them because
Yeah,
most of my
really.
yeah, well, I have a big group of friends who are Italian, and one thing that I
Yeah.
enjoy is that they cook and I eat.
Okay, that sounds that sounds a good plan. But I need to check with this, and I'll probably do it on ChatGPT later. But I heard it was a faux pas to put cheese on fish dishes, but I need to check that.
I have
Um,
never seen cheese on fish dishes, and why would you put fish on, I mean, cheese on fish?
so, what do you
I
call it?
can't
Parmesan?
really imagine the
No,
taste. No,
no.
it's not
Yeah,
good.
it tastes good. It tastes
I'm a
good,
very
but
cheesy person anyway, so yeah,
what? Sorry.
I'm no very cheesy person. I don't eat it.
Ah, okay. All right. Two more questions, I think. Oh, three actually. I have to say. Singing or dancing? Are you a singing or a dancing person?
None,
Neither.
none.
What about in
Yeah,
the house when no one can see you?
no, I won't embarrass myself.
Okay. Strangest food that you've ever eaten
Wow.
or
I
that
was
you can
about,
think of, maybe.
well, there's something that surprised me, and I had a crocodile burger,
Oh,
and
wow.
I thought, what the hell I'm about to have? But
Yeah.
it was one of the best burger I had.
Crocodile burger. Where was that?
That was in Mauritius.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Basically, they have the crocodile, which they use as well, this skin for bags. And I believe I had the crocodile tail, and it tastes just like chicken.
Really?
Well, they were fed a lot of chicken, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it
And
tastes like as a result.
I would go back for that crocodile burger. Yeah,
Actually, you're even making it sound tasty. Mind
it
you, it's
is.
probably the
It
time of
was.
day.
It was. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Actually, you mentioned Mauritius there, and my final question actually was this to take you back into Mauritius, perhaps. Swimming pool or in the ocean?
Oh, in the ocean, of course. I mean, I spent
Yeah,
my childhood swimming. I
yeah,
mean, back in the days, I was not really a game person. So, like, you sit on the game and play a game. Until today, I can't play a video game, to be honest. And
right.
my school holiday was all about playing football and swimming. So, I come from
Yeah,
a fisherman village, I would say, which many don't know. And yeah, this was my passion: football,
yeah,
swimming. Yeah, that's how
yeah.
you spend your summer.
Uh,
And I was talking
I knew what.
I was talking
Go
to
ahead.
Johnny the other day. I was talking to Johnny and I said, Johnny, have you ever heard of someone playing hide and seek in the sea? And this is what we
Wow.
were doing as a kid among friends, diving under the boat and so on. So yeah,
Yeah.
what a
Yeah,
time.
fabulous.
What a
I knew what the answer would be, and I know that I enjoyed listening to the answer when you, not the answer to a question, but when you were telling me about it once upon a time. I think it was when we
yeah.
were in Birmingham there, and so yeah, I kind of knew that that was would be the answer, and it's yeah fabulous. I love the picture there of kind of like just a child, when you're younger, just enjoying the sea and enjoying all that nature and everything. Sounds
Things
great.
were simple at the time. Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, thanks very, very much for that, Ashley. I really, really enjoyed it, and I knew I would. Please tell us more about Elina, please. Elina PMS.
Well, Elina has been it's been nearly 3 years now since I joined Elina. I was previously with Sabre Synexis. Actually, it's a company called Globraise, headquartered in Lucerne, Switzerland. This was shortly after I left the hotel. I had the opportunity to join Sabre Synexis, um, where I learned a great deal because I met with many hotels. I was overlooking the UK market and North African, mainly Morocco. So I was only doing business in Morocco, and it taught me a lot. So, I mean, the only way you can, learn is obviously you learn something online or so on, but meeting the people, the managers, the revenue manager on site, and talking about the challenges that they face is one of the main ingredient that has really built me as a person in the industry. So you really, yeah, you get the opportunity to face that. Then after which, 10 years with them, COVID came along, and I had the opportunity, and it was a long-term ambition to work with Duncan. Yeah, Duncan Chappell. And the main reason for that is we share common ambition in the industry. The way that we see an industry, the way that we see customer, the way that we want to assist them. So yeah, Elina PMS, it's a different ball of game compared to a CRS. But what I enjoy the most is my role hasn't changed much. So I would actually search for leads or will receive leads, and I'll open the communication, engage with the demo, engage with the negotiation, and finding the right solution for them. And then after that, most importantly, maintain the relation, which a lot of people doesn't do. So with me, it's not a one stop. You sign and that's it. So I'm constantly engaged in communication with everyone.
And so for any viewers who may not have come across Elina before, so whilst you focus very heavily on service departments and apart hotels, and I think we should probably keep it to that. You can also service
Well,
hotels,
actually, Elina PMS is a software for hotels, service apartment, corporate housing, vacation or rental.
right? And
It's not, yeah, it's an
and a
all-in.
PMS.
Pardon me.
Go ahead, please. I think you were
Yeah,
going to answer my question.
it is. Yeah, it is an all-in-one cloud-based solution, which offers the PMS, integrated channel manager, booking engine, online check-in, third-party integration, subject to the customer's requirement. Um, and also, we address many challenges that service apartment face, mostly service apartment, in terms of invoicing, which is one of the main challenge that we have seen, and also reporting, because
Absolutely, 100%. And minimum, maximum number of units that you can cater for.
well, um, I would say from 10, we have client ranging to over 3,000 units in one system.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah,
Perfect.
um, we
Yeah.
yeah, it really depends on the requirement. What we're
And the focus there on the automation, but I know you and I know Duncan as people, and I know that the company, and it's one that is also very focused on after sales service, isn't it? On the service that people are
that
trying to use the software, but you're there to help them if things go wrong.
that's very very important. That's very important. This is where, because often what I've noticed is unless you keep the relation going and you speak to the client, you wouldn't know if there is an issue arising. And if you get to know an issue does arise, it's a bit of a last minute, right? So if you maintain a constant dialogue with them, and they would actually tell you about the challenges that they're facing, then you can address it in a timely manner.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So also we are very much about direct booking. So my background is pushing for direct booking, which is your most profitable channels.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
would actually speak and try to get the property to bring out the uniqueness of this property on the booking engine and on the website.
Right.
So there are a lot behind. It's not only just like, okay, you have signed up for PMS and you're happy and that's it. No, we I do request our client to look at the data as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
because there's a saying that says if you listen to data, data will talk to you.
Right. Uh-huh.
So that is something which is really important
Mm.
for the overall business.
No. Yeah, fantastic. No, no, thank you very much for that, Ashley, for describing
My pleasure.
Elina to me and to the audience. Before I let you go off down the beach and start swimming around and playing hide and
I
seek,
wish. I
um,
wish.
any kind of message that you'd like to send out there? Any closing message?
Yeah, feel free to get in touch with me at Elina PMS. Feel free to tell us what sort of challenges you're facing, right? And we'll be more than happy to look into it and address it. That's what we do,
Fantastic.
actually. We like a
Fantastic.
good challenge. We love a good challenge.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Ashley.
Thank you.
So, yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. And we'll see
For
you
having me
soon.
on Take 10. Have a good weekend. Thank you.